Thanks for staying with us. Today is actually World Chef's Day, right? And you know that on this show, we do not take our cooking for granted at all. We celebrate chefs and their culinary skills every single day on the show. And to commemorate the World Chef's Day today, we have chefs from the Association of Professional Chefs, Lagos, Nigeria. You're welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yes. So we have Chef Ehis, who is a member of the Association of Professional Chefs, and of course we have the Coordinator Program Committee, Chef Cyril, also from the association. You're welcome.
Thank you very much.
Now, the theme for the World Chef's Day is growing great chefs. Wow. That is it has to do with nurturing young minds, young
Absolutely.
people who, who want to be in the culinary school, who want to learn culinary skills, right?
Precisely, not only people that want to learn culinary skills.
Okay.
Precisely is teaching people how to cook dishes that are healthy and that are nutritious. Just young people, ensuring young people know how to go around, maneuver around, cooking dishes, eating healthy, stay healthy. That's the essence.
Okay, so let's talk about what this day means to the both of you and, chefs all around the world.
Yeah, today is World Chef Day, like you rightly said, and our focus and this year's theme is growing great chefs. That's why we're taking this program and activities to secondary schools where we're going to, impact and instill culinary skills and bring them, nurturing them, and begin to build their interest on the profession.
Okay.
And we're going to do that today at Powerfields, schools, group of schools in Ikorodu.
Okay.
So shortly after now, we're going to be going to Ikorodu to show ourselves, to, educate them, to build their interest, bring them on board, and see how they can start developing a career and a vocation around the culinary world.
This is very, very impressive. I feel like it's never been done before anywhere in Nigeria. I mean, we watch a lot of international shows that showcase kids chefs. I mean, kids who, love to cook, who are, are interested in culinary skills. So talk to us about what inspired, the initiative.
Oh, I think the inspiration from the Association of Professional Chefs internationally decided that the knowledge, as we grow older, the knowledge needs to be passed through the next generation. So the idea of the celebration was developed or was born out of the curiosity of imparting, transferring the knowledge to the younger generation. So we, as the seasoned chef, would also have a responsibility to be able to also to do the same, just like the older chefs have done in the past. So that's what we're doing. So we just have to keep doing that to ensure that we grow more better chefs, because it's a big deal now in Nigeria.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is a big deal.
Now let's talk. I mean, you just said passing this torch from the next generation to the next. Now let's talk about the evolution.
Okay.
2-3 years ago, chefs were not a big deal in Nigeria. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you had just one or two chefs, they were very or pristine. They carried themselves with so much,
Pride and all of that.
Right, because I mean, to be a chef, you had to work with someone in power. But now we see, a lot of infusions in the industry. Talk to us about where you see the, culinary industry in Nigeria.
Basically the industry is evolving. And trends are changing. A lot of fusions are taking place. Back in the day, the chefs were looked at illiterates, in quotes. But today you have people who are accountants that are chefs, who are lawyers that are chefs, because people have decided to explore. I usually take myself as an example. Back then, I embraced the industry having two admissions at the same time. Admission in the university and admission into the catering school. And I took both at the same time, running them back to back. And then I was also challenged. Back then, when I was working as a kitchen steward, my chef was uneducated. say, but he knew his craft. I was challenged to go and study these things so I become an authority in what I'm going to do because it was a passion I embraced quite early. So today you have so many people who are, professionally, trained in other areas that have come into the industry. And as the industry is changing, a lot is changing.
Yeah, and let's talk about some of the challenges, which is, I'm going to go to Chef He's here because he owns a culinary school.
Okay.
And I know one of the challenge for a lot of people, young people, I mean, that's what you're doing, is having the funds to attend this culinary school. Because you guys are bougie. Yes. I don't think I've seen any affordable culinary school.
It is,
right?
I think, yeah.
Right. I mean, people cannot afford this. And I like what you guys are doing, with the secondary school students. Yeah. But then what about university students? What about those on that level? What about those who have graduated from schools, who have the passion, but don't have the funds? Okay. How do we make this easy on them?
Okay. When we started, a culinary school, we trained about 50 people for free, which is 7 million. And then we do that often because when we know for sure the society or the economy is not providing enough resources for people. Other countries, government invest into culinary, but in Nigeria, the government is not even paying attention to the culinary, which is the major body of the hospitality. And then what we've done on our own part is to do 50% for every trainings. But the truth about it is that culinary trainings in Nigeria is still far, far cheaper than anywhere in the whole world. Extremely. Nigeria, the old culinary schools, you can name them, are considering the economical factors which would determine the pocket, the ends, means of people. So it's important. So for us as a chef, what we try to do on our part as an association is to train these people. We also have a model that train people time to time. We run out seminars, we run out workshops, and then so we train people. Even if you're not buoyant, there are procedures.
You cannot.
Yes, so you can actually break down the training procedures because the chef job is like, he has an high ranking. And so you can attain each stage by qualifications. And so I can start off from the low stage, from the basics, and then
and then you climb
so you might not have 10 million, 4 million, 5 million to do the course at once. So you can break it down, and then you can start, as you earn more money, you can start going for more training. That's how it is.
So there's something exciting you guys are going to prepare for us in the kitchen. You want to tell us about that quickly?
Yes. What we're going to prepare is going to be a strong fusion.
Okay.
A combination of local and other imported ingredients.
So how many recipes should we expect?
About 3 recipes are coming on, and
combining them.
Chef Sam Balogun, who is the executive sous chef of Lagos Continental Hotel, is going to do a lot for us. So our expectations are so high.
My expectations are high.
It's going to be quite yummy, delicious, and very intriguing. Meals that is going to put on the table for us.
I can't.
And if I have to add to what Chef he said, sometimes you can also get your training through kitchen apprenticeship, working with very senior chefs, learning the basics, growing from the ladder, and then by the time you're maybe a bit buoyant through your earnings, you can then approach maybe a certain 3 months to 6 months course in culinary school. From there, you're picking up bit by bit until you're there. And all that.
So quickly, I know we have to wrap this up quickly, but there's something that that keeps nudging at me, and it is sustainability.
Okay.
So there are a lot of initiatives that start up, a campaign or anything at all, especially with young people. Now, sustaining it now becomes a challenge, right? Because you have already, instilled that knowledge, you have brought that awareness.
Yeah.
Now, what is your mode of sustaining, this? What you guys are going to do with the secondary school children quickly? We need to.
Okay, I think it's a perpetual decision. It's not like we're going to end up now. So if the decision starts to train people, educate people, it's going to be perpetual. That means every year we're going to put up a scheme to ensure that that is continual. Okay. So I think from there we will have some percentage that will end up becoming a chef, and then.
Like more. No, you keep talking about percentage.
Definitely.
Percentage.
I think it's just.
I'm kidding, but hey, what you all are doing it's amazing. It's inspirational, and I wish you all the best.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And well, the commemoration continues right there in the kitchen with Mazino and all the chefs. What's happening, Maz?
Well, thank you very much. In a funny way, I don't know why I'm excited. It must be because I'm hungry and that I'm expecting that whatever it is we're cooking today is going to end up in my belly. I'm here with Chef Samson. You are welcome. Like MM said, you guys look so bougie. I don't know, man. And today we have something very interesting. So tell us exactly what it is we'll be preparing today and why it's different.
Okay, so today, because it's International Chef's Day, so I'm trying to create Nigerian cuisine into an international version.
Okay.
This is a world-famous food, schnitzel chicken.
Schnitzel chicken.
Yes, please.
Okay.
And for me, I'm going to be infusing our local products. Like, as you can see here, I have Gary Jabu.
Joe Gary is here, guys,
Infused
exactly.
into same. I have cornflakes, which I'm going to use on my chicken breast. So this will make it to elevate what we are having in Nigeria so far today. We'll bring it up into the international level, and even the whites can hit the same.
So you guys, you're in for a big one today because we're going to be doing something absolutely different inside of the kitchen. I'm so glad I am here with Chef Samson. So tell you what, let's take a quick break. When we get back, we'll get into the thick of things, especially here inside of the kitchen for Wake Up Nigeria. So don't go nowhere as we set off already. We'll be right back.